viewers, today I plan to explain functions in Python. So I plan to explain with different coding examples so that you can easily understand how the function will work in Python. So in example 1, we are just declaring the function. So while declaring the function, we have to give def with the function name, open parenthesis, close parenthesis, colon we have to give. So this is a declaration of function actually. So this is the way we have to give defining the function. Def mean by defining the function with open and close parenthesis and colon we have to give. Inside the function we are writing some statements, that is said to be print statement, print open parenthesis, welcome to my YouTube channel. That is the statement I am giving inside the print statement, and I am closing the double quotes. So out of the function I am just calling the function. This is the function call. I am just calling the function. So my function name is fun. So here I am calling the function. So this will call the function and it will execute and it will display the statement. So in this first example you can able to understand how we are creating the function and how we are writing the statement inside the function and how we are calling the function. These three things you are going to understand in my first example. So I will execute my example so that you can understand how it will work out, how the execution happen for this particular code. So I executed actually. So here you can able to see the output. So the output is welcome to my YouTube channel. That is the output, because that one only I gave us the statement inside the print. So that is displayed as output here. Okay. So next example, I plan to pass a parameter. So you can able to see the second example. What is the second example? Again I am defining the function and I am passing a parameter here. So what is the parameter actually? We can able to pass the value while calling the function. Okay. So here in this particular code I am just identifying whether the given value is even number or odd number. So I am declaring a function, just def, function name is fun, and I am passing a as parameter. Then I am closing the opening and closing parenthesis will be done here, and colon I am giving. In the next statement I am just doing a mod 2 is double equals to 0. So this will be the remainder operator. It will just give the remainder as output. If I am giving even number, that number will be divided by 2. What is the remainder? If the number is even number, the remainder will be 0. On that time it will just print even. If I am passing a odd number, the remainder will not be 0, so that it will go for else part and print odd. Okay. So this is what the functionality I wrote inside the function. So we are having if and else part inside the function and we are passing parameter. So I am calling the function. First I am calling the function with 2. So 2 is the value I am passing while calling the function. Okay. So this 2 will go and it will just call the function and the value will be 2 for first time. So 2 divided by 2, the remainder is 0. So it will print even number for first time. Then the control will be come back here. Again we are calling the function with the value 3. So the function will be called again and we are just having the a value is 3. So 3 divided by 2, the remainder is not 0. So this conditional will become false. So it will go to the else part and print odd. Okay. So this what we are just calling the function by passing two different values. So first value is 2 and second value is 3. Okay. So let's execute this particular code and see the output for this particular code. So I am just executing this code. You can able to see the output here. So what is the output you are getting? First time when I am passing with 2, the output is even. When I am passing with 3, the output is odd. Okay. So first method what we discussed is just creating a method and calling the method. Second example, we are just creating a method with parameter and doing some functionality inside the method and calling the method for 2 times with 2 different values. So one is even value, another one is odd value. Okay. So let's move for the third example. So here in the third example what we are doing, in the previous example we just gave a and b value. So a and b value we passed from the function call. But for this particular example I am passing a single value and the b value I am giving in the parameter itself. Okay. So here I am just defining the function. So a comma b is equal to 50 I am giving. So in this case what happens, I am just calling the function with 25. So 25 will be go here, it will assign to a, but b value is assigned 50 here itself. Okay, we are not passing the b value from the function call, only the a value we are passing from the function call. So 25 will be go there and it will store in a, 50 will be assigned here automatically. So here we are just printing a value and b value. Okay, so a value will be displayed as 25 and b value will be displayed as 50 for this particular program. So let's execute this particular program and see the output for this program. So you can able to see the output here. So we called the function with 25, so a value will be 25, b value we are assigning in the parameter itself, so that we are getting b value as 50. So this is what output we are getting for the example 3. So in this particular program, what you have to understand, we can able to assign the value in the parameter itself in Python programming. Okay, so let's move for the example 4. So example 4, what we are doing actually, we are just passing two parameters. The first parameter is first name and second parameter is last name. Our function name is fun and we are defining the function here. Okay, so we are just printing the first name then last name as output. So this is what the output we are displaying here. We are calling the function. How I am calling, I am not passing the value directly, I am just storing the value in the variable and I am just calling the function. So first time when I am calling the function, I am just giving Surya as the first name and Prakash as the last name. So it will just go and call the function and it will display Surya Prakash. When I am calling the function for second time, what happens, I am just passing last name, okay, as a first parameter and first name as a second parameter. So in this case we are just passing in reverse order. So last name we are passing first and first name we are passing second. So in this case what happens, it will just go to the particular function, but here in the function it's in order. So first name is in first position and last name in the second position, so that it will just receive the values as it is here. So it will display the output as Surya Prakash only. Okay, whatever the reverse order we are passing, here in the function call it's in the correct order only. First name will be displayed at first and last name will be retrieved at second. Okay, so we are getting output for this particular program as follows. I am executing this code. Let's see the output for this code. So click on run current file. You can able to see the output here. So we are getting Surya Prakash for 2 times. So first time we are passing for the direct way, second time we are passing in reverse order, that also displaying as Surya Prakash, because our display is in the correct order only. We are displaying first name at first and last name as second. Okay, so this is, in this example you can understand, pass the parameters in any order. Then we are having example 5. In the example 5, what we are having actually, having arguments. We are having arguments. So we are just passing 4 different parameters of function. So what happens, it will store in the ARGS, and for loop, with use of for loop, each and every substring we are retrieving and we are displaying as output. So first time hi will be displayed, next iteration it will retrieve the second value, that is welcome, will be displayed, next iteration 2 will be displayed, and the next iteration it will display my YouTube channel. Okay, so we are passing 5 different strings to the function as a parameter, and inside the function we are using for loop to retrieve the substring. Okay, so wherever we are having comma, so the particular parameter will be retrieved and that will be displayed as output. So let's execute this particular code. You can able to see all the strings will be displayed one by one. You can able to see the output here. Hi will be displayed at first, then welcome will be displayed at second, and 2 will be displayed as third, and my YouTube channel will be displayed as fourth. So this the order it will display the output when we are using for loop to retrieve each and every value. So this is example 5. Okay, let's move for example 6. Example 6 deals with list. Okay, we are passing list as parameter for function call. Okay, so here we are just defining the function name is fun, and x is the value we are having. So x of 0 we are updating as 20. Okay, so we are having a list values are, list of 0 we are having 10, list of 1 we are having 11, list of 2 we are having 12, list of 3 we are having 13, list of 4 we are having 14, list of 5 we are having 15. So this is the order we are having. So when you are passing the list as parameter, it will go here and it will invoke this particular function. While invoking the function, 0th position will be updated with 20. So this is the 0th position. In spite of 10, it will update 20. So we will get the output here as 20, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. The 0th position x of 0 we are updating with 20. Remaining all will become as it is. So that what this particular program. So in this program what you will understand, we can able to pass list as parameter for calling the function, and we can able to update the list inside the function code. Okay, so I will execute this particular code so that you can able to understand how the output we are getting for this particular code, what the output we are getting for this particular code. You can able to see the output here. As I told, 20, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So x of 0 is updated with 20, but actual list we are having 10, that is updated to 20. Okay, so these are the different function calls we have. These are the Python functions. Okay, these are the things we can able to call the function. I hope you understand how to create the function, how to with all the function with parameters, how to call the function with list, and how to call deal with arguments, all these things. I hope you understand my lecture video. Thank you. Subscribe, share and like and support. Thank you viewers. Thank you very much.